Alright, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico bringing y'all a quick Redskins report. Just have to report on 3 small things. They're kind of big in Redskins news, but I just wanted to knock these 3 out instead of making an entire Redskins report because I'm about to get right back to this 4-3 defense. So let's go ahead and get into these 3 topics, knock them out. Let's get it. Alright, so first of all, probably the biggest news is that Jordan Reed has officially cleared concussion protocol, but the expectation is that the Redskins will still release him after he missed the whole 2019 season due to this hit. And I'm in Atlanta, so Jordan Reed, if you want me to see about Keanu and them, I can get up with him, man. He's somewhere around here, probably at a strip club. That's where all the people with money go around here. Say nah, for real though, if kept, Jordan Reed is a $10.3 million cap hit for the Redskins for the 2020 season. But if they release him, he'll have a dead cap of $1.8 million, which is very minuscule compared to how much they'll end up paying him if they do keep him. But sadly, I'm hearing that Jordan Reed is ready for a fresh start, presumably with another team, and that he's 100% ready to play again. It'll actually be interesting to see what teams want him if the Redskins choose to release or trade him. But no, Jordan Reed, bruh, hang it up, man. Put the cleats up, bruh. For real. Concussions are no joke, man. That CTE stuff is crazy, man. Think about your future. You need to be mentally healthy enough to actually spend time with your family and be aware of what's going on. All of that type of stuff, man. I mean, you were just in concussion protocol for like 6 months. I'm not sure if they were actually checking on you every week, if you were for real having real concussion symptoms the whole 6 months until literally today. But still, you were in concussion protocol for at least a season. And then I'm not sure if y'all remember, but this is Jordan Reed talking about his concussion symptoms in 2015. Quote, "Some games I wasn't being completely honest and telling them how bad the symptoms were, so that was kind of why I was able to come back to practice and then getting kicked out again." And then for Jordan Reed, those symptoms included severe headaches in the morning and at night, nausea, and the inability to sleep. And then Jordan Reed said, "I started to get a little scared about after 2 months, like maybe I'm going to be like this forever or something like that, but it just ended up going away." But Jordan Reed, you got to really watch out though, because those same symptoms may come back and they may not ever go away. You may have to deal with them for the rest of your life, so please weigh that option when you consider playing football again, whether it be for us or another team. I always hear that once you've had a concussion, it's easier to get the next one. And he's had multiple. I mean, he even came out of college, out of Florida, with multiple concussions. Then he hit the NFL and just kept getting more. Now, I know that Keanu Neal hit was really dirty, and that wasn't just like a normal bang concussion. That looked like somebody paid him to go do that. But still, man, you just gotta put the shoulder pads down, man. Hang them up. Think about your family, your future, your mind, all of that, man. It's just not worth it. You had your fun. You've made some good money. Now go find another hobby, man. If you want to coach, I'm pretty sure the Redskins would love to create a job for you in some way. If you want to get involved in CTE research, you can be an advocate for that. You can donate money or whatever you want to do. For those of y'all who don't know, CTE stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I hope that's how you pronounce it. But it would be dope if the Redskins released Jordan Reed. They made a donation to like the Concussion Legacy Foundation or something like that, and then honor Jordan Reed in some way, maybe with a press conference or something. That would be dope for real. But yeah, man, Jordan Reed, bro, just put it up, man. It's not worth it, man. This is coming from a diehard Redskins fan. And I would love to have you on the field for us because honestly, in your prime, there was no better tight end that was in the league with you that was as good as you in the passing game. A lot of them were good route runners, but they didn't necessarily have the footwork you had. A lot of them were good route runners, but they didn't have the speed you had. You were probably the best pure receiving tight end in the NFL when you were doing it. And also, shouts out to the things you did for us, man. His best season was the 2015 season when he was able to start 9 games. He played in 14. He caught 87 of his 114 targets for 952 yards, and he had 11 touchdowns that season. That was definitely the best season of his career, and that was the season you could truly see his potential if he was just able to stay healthy. If we had that Jordan Reed right now, and he was healthy, clear of all concussion symptoms, the Redskins will be a problem. You know how rare it is to find a tight end with that caliber of receiving talent? He was never a dependable blocker, but in the passing game, he was basically just a big receiver and a mismatch for anybody. Too big for defensive backs, too fast for linebackers, and he was too big for the linebackers also. So it was just not fair no matter who was guarding him. He was pretty much a guaranteed catch, almost a guaranteed first down no matter what was going on. And as much as you'll be missed in Redskins Nation, man, I just prefer for you to just go ahead and sit down, pick up a hobby, get an Xbox or a PlayStation if you don't have one yet. Man, just chill out, dog, for real. But now, speaking of tight ends, Redskins dodged the bullet. Greg Olsen went to sign with the Seahawks for $7 million.
What?
This is a one-year deal, $7 million. That's not in the range of what I was talking about when I wanted to bring Greg Olsen in at all. I wanted something very minimal. I mean, he's getting paid more than twice as much as what Adrian Peterson will be paid this next season. And I'm almost willing to bet my life savings on the fact that Adrian Peterson will have a far more positive impact in his offense than Greg Olsen will have in his. And I love Greg Olsen. I wanted to bring him in as basically an on-field coach. You know, help spit some game to the new young tight ends that I hope we draft, like Thaddeus Moss and Adam Trautman. He could even show Austin Hooper a thing or two if we were to bring in Austin Hooper. All of that type of stuff. And he has very dependable hands. I think he's only dropped like 4 passes in the past few years or something like that. But $7 million is steep, man. You can't be doing all that. I see why Ron Rivera was like, nah. I'm not confident in the fact that the Redskins were Greg Olsen's first option. But his relationship with Ron Rivera and his positions coach, his tight ends coach for many years, Pete Honer, has to mean something. And I'm pretty sure he wanted to come here. But I'm also pretty sure that Ron Rivera and the Redskins were not willing to give 35-year-old Greg Olsen $7 million for 1 year.
Who does that?
That's literally almost as much money as the Redskins would save releasing Jordan Reed. We'll be getting rid of Jordan Reed, which I'd prefer though, and I hope he retires and all of that. And we'll save like $8 million, but then we'll just be giving $7 million right back to 35-year-old Greg Olsen. And he's not the most injury-prone player, of course. He played 14 games last year, and then the 2 previous years before that, he ran through a bunch of injuries. But then before that, he never missed a game in 4 straight seasons. But still, 35 years old, injuries hit different. Something small can be something big for him at this point. And $7 million is a lot, Seahawks. Y'all tripping over there, man. Whew, we dodged the bullet, man. I know if he asked me for that $7 million, I would have looked at him crazy.
Smoking crack! What the hell has this world come to?
And now speaking of Adrian Peterson, the Redskins have confirmed they will exercise the option year of his contract for 2020, which is what everybody expected anyway. But since it's official now, I might as well just go ahead and report it. Peterson has signed a 2-year deal with the team option last offseason. He will receive a $2.25 million base salary and a roster bonus of $109,375. And he will be a $3.1 million salary cap hit, which is almost twice as much of a cap hit he was last year. Because last year, he was a $1.78 million cap hit. This year, he'll be a $3.1 million cap hit. And then Adrian Peterson, quote, said, "Going into this season, there's so much more I can do and how I can help this team. My mentality is showing the Adrian Peterson of old and not just flashes. Really showing. Wow, this cat is on a whole different level." So basically, Adrian Peterson not coming to play with y'all in 2020, alright? So especially all you other NFC East fans, y'all better watch out for the kid. That man says he still got it, and he's even more motivated than normal. He's already a very motivated guy, but now he's putting forth 150% into the 2020 season.
Oh, say less.
And thank goodness, because with how often Darius Geis has been getting hurt, and then we're still not sure about Bryce Love, because he's coming off of basically a redshirt rookie season after he tore his ACL the last game he had at Stanford. With both Bryce Love and Darius Geis having high ceilings, but we're not sure where they're going to be health-wise. They're not dependable yet. And Darius Geis has actually shown it at the NFL level that he's not dependable yet. We're going to really need Adrian Peterson this next year to be that dependable running back, which he has been the 2 years that we've had him. In 2018, through all of that chaos, he rushed for 1,042 yards. And he started all 16 games that season. And last year, he started 15 of 16 games. He would have started 16 if Jay Gruden didn't bench him for no reason off some petty stuff. And he ended up having 898 yards on the season. So if Darius Geis wasn't featured so heavily when he was healthy, and if Jay Gruden didn't bench him for no reason that first game, Adrian Peterson definitely would have hit 1,000 yards last year. So he's still a 1,000 yard running back even at this age, and is very dependable. Will start every game in the season as long as the head coach doesn't make a dumb decision to bench him a game. So shouts out to Adrian Peterson, man. We appreciate everything you've done for this team the past 2 years. And I'm pretty sure you about to cause havoc in 2020 also, even if Darius Geis and Bryce Love are healthy. And shouts out to the Redskins for making smart moves. Now we just have to wait and see if they'll officially release Jordan Reed. Thank goodness they dodged that Greg Olsen $7 million for 1 year bullet. And again, shouts out to them for exercising Adrian Peterson's option. Smart move, we all expected it. But thank goodness they actually did it, because the Bruce Allen era, you never would have known. They probably would have pulled some funny stuff. Probably would have just went ahead and released Adrian Peterson and went and traded a second round pick for Todd Gurley or something. Thank goodness we don't have them problems anymore, man. But that's it for this quick Redskins report. I appreciate the view. Again, like I said earlier, I'm getting right back to this 4-3 video. So I will start replying to comments because I haven't for the past 2 videos. This one will make it the 3rd. But I will get back to y'all comments as soon as I'm done with this 4-3 video and get it out the way, man. I'm deep into it. I've learned so much making this video, man. I mean, I already understood defenses and stuff, but now I'm understanding like the very small details and the exact science of it, and why each type of 4-3 defense is used for what situation based on what personnel you have or based on which offense you're going to. I mean, it's so much stuff. I'm learning so much. I'm having so much fun. I can't wait to get this video out to y'all. It may run long. I'm not exactly sure. I hope it doesn't run too long for y'all, but we'll see. But yeah, man, just a quick Redskins report. Wanted to report on everything that's happened today, as in Wednesday. Go ahead and get it out the way and all of that. And I'm getting right back to this 4-3 video. So please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't. And again, I'm live streaming every Sunday at like 2 p.m. So come in if you're a Redskins fan. Even if you're not, we're going to talk Redskins, NFL stuff. Of course, infinite draft talk. I love talking draft stuff. But we can talk about anything sports. When we talk about basketball, we can even talk about video games. I mean, it's whatever. It's just a nice, chill, fun place to come chop it up every Sunday to replace football. And if there's an XFL game going on during my live stream, if I'm legally allowed to, I'll have the XFL game as a small screen while I'm streaming. If not, it'll just be a normal live stream and we'll just be chilling. I'll just have whatever we're talking about on the screen or whatever. And I promise y'all I will get that Terry McLaurin video to y'all just a little bit down the line after this 4-3 video. And after doing all of this research and film study and all of that stuff for this 4-3 video, I figured I might as well just go ahead and make a Scott Turner's offense type of video where I break down his Air Coryell offense that he's about to run and all of that type of stuff. So, but we'll get there when we get there. Again, thank y'all for the support. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.